just days after one of the most monumental trades in NBA history, which saw Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis switch teams, the Slovenian sensation made his highly anticipated return to the court. After missing several weeks due to a calf injury, Luka stepped back onto the hardwood, this time donning the iconic purple and gold of the LA Lakers at the Crypto.com arena against the Utah Jazz. The game was significant not only for Doncic's return but also for the comeback of LBJ, who had been sidelined in the last game against the Pacers. For the first time, fans witnessed the electrifying trio of LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reaves sharing the court together, a sight that promised excitement and high-level basketball. Before diving into the game breakdown, there are two important points to consider. First, these new-look Lakers have only played one game together, and it was against a team that's clearly struggling and that's not entirely focused on winning the most games this season. So, today's video will highlight the most interesting tactical insights from the game, but to truly understand what the Lakers will consistently do, we'll need to observe Coach Redick's decisions over the medium term, which I'll cover in future videos on this channel. For instance, I personally believe that as the opponents get tougher, Reaves might see more minutes with the bench unit without the other two superstars, or he might even come off the bench. But only time will tell if this prediction holds true. Secondly, I invite you to follow me on IG, where I share original content tailored for the sharpest minds in basketball, so posts you won't find here on YouTube. You can find the link to my profile in the description. Thank you to everyone who chooses to support me there as well. Now, the first technical observation concerns the defensive strategy chosen by Coach Hardy. He opted to keep Walker Kessler consistently near the rim, ensuring that if any Lakers player approached the paint, the Jazz center could have quickly recovered with his rim protection skills. However, when the Lakers players beat their defenders on the perimeter with players like Doncic, James, and Reaves, they triggered a series of rotations in Utah's defense. With Kessler anchored in the paint, the Jazz struggled to cover all the Lakers' perimeter players. Although the reads weren't always easy, JJ Redick's team boasts two of the world's top 3 players in terms of reading help defense and rotations. As a result, the Lakers found themselves with plenty of open three-point opportunities. Let's break down the clip you've just seen. Doncic gets past Markkanen off the dribble, and Kessler is roaming in the paint. The center is not guarding Finney-Smith since it's Collins' job, so there are 2 Jazz players, Clarkson and Jusing, who have to guard 3 Lakers players on the perimeter. They're James, Reaves, and Hachimura. Clarkson stays home on James, so Doncic has to read the situation. He fakes the pass to Reaves with his body and his eyes, so Jusing tries to recover on AR, but the Slovenian hits his teammate in the corner for an open 3. Then there's this play taken from Redick's horn set, with James utilized as a short roll threat. The play starts with Reaves giving the ball to Luka and receiving a back screen from James. LeBron knows the Jazz defense wants to switch, so he seals the defender behind him and turns the corner to receive the pass. He also understood that Hardy wants Kessler to help on the paint, so he knows Rui will be open without even looking at him. The plays we just analyzed also occurred because a Lakers big man was positioned in the dunker spot, forcing a perimeter defender to help when Kessler left his assignment. Often, this big man was Jackson Hayes, who was used in this game to create numerical advantages near the rim and serve as a lob threat when teammates beat their defenders off the dribble. It's no surprise how Redick utilizes the dunker spot, as he has emphasized in the Mind the Game podcast how he normally doesn't like this area of the court, but he does in the plays you've seen.
I don't like that alignment. I'm more of a 3-1 guy. When I have the ball, I like my best shooter in the strong corner, either from on the left wing or the right wing, and I like a 3-line assembled on the other side.
You want to get the flood guy the fuck out of there, basically.
Fuck out of there. And I like a guy down in the I know you don't like the dunker, but I like him down, and then a guy in the corner, guy on the slot. But
No, hold on. I will say this. On a left wing or right wing ISO or post up, I got no problem with the dunker.
It's good.
Because if no one's at the basket in that spot, if you're the only guy on the side of the court,
right.
and everybody's around the 3-point line, then everybody can help.
Yeah, everybody can. There's no space in.
You have to put some pressure on the rim with the dunker in that situation.
For sure.
I'm talking about balls up top, either in the right high quadrant, left high quadrant, or the top of the key.
It's pretty bad space in there.
Yeah, that's all
I agree. It's pretty bad space, and I agree.
Another interesting tactic from the Lakers coach was leveraging the gravity of LeBron and Luka to set screens and create space for their teammates. Here you can see how a simple back screen from Doncic could generate a bucket, as his defender often sticks to him. It's the same principle behind using players like Steph Curry and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as screeners on their respective teams. Defenders are reluctant to leave them, leading to more frequent defensive miscommunications and more space for their teammates. It's also worth noting that a lineup featuring Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reaves on the court simultaneously could face challenges on the defensive end. Maybe not much in the regular season, but things will get tough when teams will specifically target them during a playoff series. Although the Jazz didn't do so, there were moments in the game when these three players didn't provide adequate coverage on their assignments because of physical limits, lack of focus, or both. This is one of the reasons why the Lakers' big three often play in separate stints, other than having at least one high-level play initiator on the court for as much time as possible. But it's also why Coach Redick experimented with zone coverage on some possessions at the end of the second quarter. While zone defense can sometimes help cover for individual defensive shortcomings, it's typically only effective when all players are actively moving their feet and staying focused, something not all Lakers players are used to do on a regular basis. The Lakers have now won their 6th consecutive game and their 10th in the last 11, temporarily moving up to 4th place in the Western Conference with a record of 32 wins and 19 losses. They are just 2.5 games behind the second-place Memphis Grizzlies, fueling excitement for a potential late-season push. Let me know if you enjoyed this breakdown. If you want to support me, feel free to subscribe to this channel and like this video. You can also find the link to my IG profile in the description. That's all for today. See you in the next video.